session, we are going to discuss the ways of answering some of the questions based on the lesson Matchbox by Ashapurna Debi. So let us see how to write a character sketch. Character sketch informs you about a character in a book, a story or a novel.
By reading a character sketch, readers can see and feel the character.
Here is a checklist to help you write a good character sketch. A checklist to help you know what are points you have to include while writing a good character sketch. First of all, you have to mention the name of the character, name of the book or name of the story or novel, and also the name of the author who wrote the story. After that, you have to give detail of the appearance of the character, the physical appearance of the character. Sometimes the character may be beautiful, sometimes not. But the physical appearance mostly will be explained in the lesson itself, in the story or in the textbook itself. Why? Because that physical appearance has got something to do with the story sometimes. In case of Nomida, her physical appearance, she is extremely beautiful, has got something to do in the story. She got married just because of her looks. Means her beauty was the reason for her getting married to a rich family. So you should never forget to mention this aspect of her appearance. You should not forget to include the likes and dislikes of the character. You can mention that in case of Nomida, you can say that she dislikes her husband reading her letters. You should not forget to mention about that. You should mention either likes or dislikes or both. Fourthly, you have to mention the feelings and behaviors of this character towards others. How, for example, how Nomida behaves towards her husband, how she thinks about her mother. These things have to be there in the character sketch. Next, definitely you can include how other characters behave or feel about this character. So you can include both Nomida's attitude towards her husband, towards her mother, etc., and how she behaves towards other family members, and also you can include how they treat her.
Personality of the character, strengths and weaknesses of the character can also be included.
Both the attitude at the beginning and the change that happens to her that towards the end of the story has to be mentioned if there is any change. Then comes the most important and final step in your character sketch. That is your opinion about the character. You should make a comment on your view about the character, what you think the character is, or how impressive the character is. So by now you might have understood what are points have to be included in a character sketch. Then comes handout. Here is a handout to help you write a character sketch, which contains a list of words used for describing a character. So you can look at the list and learn different words for describing various aspects of characters, either physical or behavioral aspects of a character. So personality can be described with some describing words, and such adjectives are given as a list here. This handout can help you describe any character you said.
Nomida is the protagonist of the story Matchbox by the famous Bengali writer Ashapurna Debi. The story revolves around a young Indian woman, the daughter of a poor widow and the daughter-in-law of an aristocratic family. Bold and beautiful, Nomida has got married to Ajit from a rich family because of her stunning looks. Their married life not happy at all. Nomida is fed up by her husband's dubious nature. She is exhausted by Ajit's attitude and behavior towards her family. Her poor helpless mother has the habit of asking money for some basic needs to her one and only daughter. Nomida feels insulted when Ajit always humiliates her with sarcastic words about her and her mother. She is ashamed of her mother's habit but doesn't want to bow her head before anyone. Nomida is courageous enough to protest. She dares to question Ajit for his intrusion of her privacy by reading her personal letters. After a quarrel on this matter, infuriated, Nomida lights off the ankle of her sari to teach him a lesson. He puts out the fire on her sari but fails to put out the fire in her eyes. Ajit tries to calm her, not because he is afraid of her but for the fear of a row. Though he fails, clever Nomita succeeds in not letting others in their crowded family know their marital issues. Not only that she behaves gently and cleverly with other members, she retorts witty responses to the sharp words spoken by pleasure wife, bore wife. In spite of her decision to forbid her mother from seeking her help, she rethinks of new ways to somehow send her some money. This proves her deep love and responsible nature towards her dependent mother. Nomida also wants to maintain her husband's image among the villagers, an image of a large-hearted, high-minded man who treats his wife as a queen. Nomida represents any woman who sacrifices her dignity and personal rights to keep up her husband's image. Ashapurna Debi rightly compares her to a matchbox with explosive potential but which remains neglected and harmless in the kitchen, in the pantry, in the bedroom, and even in the pockets of dominating males.
Now, don't you find writing a character sketch is very easy? Why don't you try writing your own character sketches? Now, you have read the character sketch of Nomida. Try another character sketch from the same story. Try to write the character sketch of Nomida's husband, Ajit. Also, you can try writing a sketch about Nomida's mother. Wish you all the best.